Good morning, children. How are you today, huh? Well, may as well get this fucking over with. I've never bothered to read the prints. I just don't care. I'll write an abridged version. Just be a conniving dipshit. A lot of it just seems relatively self-explanatory from the bits I've gleaned. I feel like that shit was easier back in the day, you know? Like, it's kind of like just robbing a bank in the 30s, you know? If you put on a hat, it was like, well, they're never gonna find you. Oh, the saga of M is gonna be a fucking longin'. There's no... Ooh, history. Okay, I guess that's not like telling me about this, it's load or something. Human. Storms, average. Average pirates. Caldogno. I know I'm not supposed to pronounce the G like that, but I don't care. Alright. Deer with the mutant ability to launch roses from its snout. No. What's Italian for autism? Because my brain leaps to autismo, and I just don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair. I found something that made a honk noise, so that was good. Caldonga. The fuck am I looking for? Come on, brain. It's me, Machiavelli. Machine Nation. Alright. So far, so good. I don't see SSI or microprose written on it anywhere, so... So that's the funny thing. I had no idea he written the whole thing on fucking, you know... democracy. No idea. See, that I'm interested to read now. Welcome to my machine nation. Okay. I don't want to say yes, because it'll, like, fucking, you know... I'm still having weird issues with getting the... I feel like this was like a... Ooh! Oh, look at that. I mean, that's not a great sound effect, but you know. Okay, so Alright, so like... I thought I was like a little jet, but I don't think I'm a little jet. Like, I think...
Looking good.
Like, because you can run... Yeah, these are all... Okay, so see, this would be a lot better if there were... I mean, a better distinction between the objects and my little... Because I thought it was a plane. I mean, if they made it like a hovercraft or a car, that would make a bit more sense. But, like, you can just run into all of this shit. Like, you're meant to be, like, swerving in and fucking out more than I think you're really meant to be thinking about shooting shit. And that isn't fun. You know, like... Just, like, I mean, even having so many... Like, I don't know what those little fucking Wi-Fi signals are. Why would, like, do they kill me? Do they slow me down? I mean, there were lots touching lots of things, and I was like, alright, well, that's a power-up. Like, that is not great. Which is a shame, because it was a little plane, and sometimes those are fun. Oh well. The machines. Alright. Now, the problem with having a mech on the cover is this is during that period when people were trying to make, like, really fucking, you know, like, Mech Warrior and shit, where, like, you're in the thing, and it's a sim, and you gotta, like, fucking tell your fucking bullets to be a place, and you gotta put power, and, like, look, I'm fine, you know, enjoy it, but that's just not, it isn't my cup of tea, it's not my... Okay, there we are. Machines bat. That's a power walk. Favorite game? Christ, I don't know. That's for somebody else to answer. One of you will remember what I fucking enjoy and don't enjoy better than I do. Alright, going a bit quick, but we'll see how we... Okay. Megacorp. Yeah, let's just leave that. Okay. Alright. Easy as pie. There we go. See, that's nice. Alright, 3D or 2D? What are we gonna get here? Huh! Okay, very 2D. This was not the, you know what I mean? Wasn't it? Wasn't quite expecting this. Alright, Rider's up, and I don't know why. Get him, brain! Alright, I'm gonna have to fiddle with the controls because, yeah, right makes me go up. Which is not fucking helpful. Alright, look. You know, I just want some fucking I just want some fucking sense here. Move right, keyboard A. Keyboard A. Up. Well! Go down. Oh my god, I fucking... I mean, even, like, control issues aside... Imagine the sport of the future. It's a sport? Imagine no longer, for that sport is the machines. There's just some weird creative choices went into this. I mean, like, the bulk of whatever discs this came on was wasted on that little fucking walkie guy at the beginning. You know, and then you get, like, something that looks like kind of, you know, worse fucking alien breed. Alright, the machines. Now where, No, don't fucking... Don't. Alright, now I have to check what the fucking thing is. The Germans do have a... It's just a combination of the words for brain and nonsense. Beep, 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 lee, 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 lee. What's the name of you? Universal Warrior. Okay. That's a fucking... This is what I mean. Like, why would it be Universal Warrior? Shit's just... Fuck all the way down here. I'm seeing the future. Think you can hide from me. Yeah, like 11 megabytes, like maybe 307 kilobytes of that is the game. And then there's like All right, I CG'd us up a fucking walker, and that's gonna be the fucking big deal for this game. You cannot hide from me. Down on the fucking M's somewhere, that'll do. Okay, it's a text adventure. Is it? The fuck am I looking at here? I think some things have been mingled. I'm guessing this isn't the Morlov affair. Universal Soldier ripoff that gets Ryback. Oh boy! Freeware! The alarm goes off. In your state of half sleep, it seems to be saying, we don't like to hear the word vampire around here. Deleted. No, this isn't it. Sometimes Launchbox will just smush two fucking games together for baffling reasons. And how this got tangled up with the Morlov affair is anyone's fucking guess. They're not close. I mean, I don't know. Does Morlov mean mad cow in French? Alright, come on. Alright. There we are. Eat shit. Alright, we'll do the Mad Dog McCrees in like chronological order. It's the fucking. This is what, because like the weird thing is like this bullshit, like the video files for this bullshit are still like someone still has the copyright. This stuff still gets fucking ported, and it's so fucking weird. Like there's absolutely nothing, you know. Oh god, that looks bad even for fucking. Was this on a CD-ROM or a fucking floppy? There is a surprising dearth of Mad Max games. Weirdly, there was one on the NES, which is apparently alright. And honestly, like, that's the fucking... There are a few, what we might call Mad Max analogs, like things that are clearly, you know, deeply inspired by Mad Max, but for, you know, various legal reasons, not Mad Max. Okay. Alright. Yeah, Outlander was the one I was thinking of too. It's sad because like the Mad Max game that was released like recently, like around 2008ish or something, like the you know the one that's actually got graphics.
It's in the air.
Like
an ill wind that blows no good.
It's genuinely close to being a good game. Like, it's like they got the engine done and then just released it. Such a bizarre fucking title in any other sense.
Even Let's see what kind of a shot you are, Pilgrim. Take a crack at this bottle. Nice shooting. Try another one. Try another one. Nice shooting. Try another one. Try another one.
Shut up.
One more.
Shut up.
Stranger! Howdy, stranger. We need your help. Mad Dog
I love how this
McCree's
is
gang
just like
taking over
ultimately the
town.
prequel to
The
Westworld.
mayor and his daughter have been taken hostage out to Mad Dog's hideout, Sheriff, he's locked up in jail. We're going to have to get him out to help with the gang. Can you help? Good. One more important thing.
Hey, you codger! Don't tell him a thing! Oh.
Stranger! One more important thing.
Hey, you codger! Don't tell him!
You better...
I like skipping. No, like I want to fucking save the old codger.
Stranger! Howdy, stranger. We need your help. One more important
Hey,
thing.
you codger! Don't...
I love that shit. Like I love like you kill the guy and he just another guy just comes scooting on from the same fucking spot. Like these are such jank fucking games. This is probably not a great way to play it either. Like you can play this with a light gun, but
He's in the saloon drinking.
you know, everything is basically like one and done. That's it. And it's just a reaction thing. And if it were a little, you know, if you were able to take like, you know, 1 or 2 hits before the game stopped, it wouldn't be so bad. But they just, I don't know, couldn't be bothered designing that. Yeah, no, the open world one, again, like it's so annoying because it has the baseline engine of a really good game. And then it's like for the last 6 days, they let someone just like design the actual content for it. And like, it's such a tragedy. It completely lets the whole thing fucking down. Like the main villain just isn't in it. Like, it starts with you having killed him, and it's like, narratively, there's an awful lot you can do with that. Like, there is stuff you can do, and they don't do any of it, and then he's just back at the end for some reason. Every boss you fight at, like, every single one of the fucking, you know, it's a fucking open world game, there's places that you've got to, like, liberate, is the same guy, just with, like, a different splash of paint. And this is in the Mad Max universe. I need you to think about what kind of crazy shit you could come up with to put in the Mad Max universe. There was a guy riding another guy in fucking, you know, Thunderdome. And it's just the same gimp dude every fucking time. He has a shotgun, and you get ammo from people. Nobody else in the world has a gun. That just annoyed the shit out of me by the end of it. I mean, you could literally have, like, a boss of one of these areas be, like, 5 dwarves that turn into, like, a devastator, you know? And that would fit. And there's just none of that. There's like next to zero plot or motivation to do anything ever. It's like I played it and just felt so empty by the end, and it sucks because there's stuff there. There's no DOS port of Time Traveler. Time Traveler didn't get any ports. I know that because I finally got it running on Daphne Singe, and you can only get the arcade version. It is a very silly game. The Legend of Curly's Gold. Like, it's the kind of game where, like, a skilled mod team could probably turn it into an A+ game. You know? Just by putting any content into it. Or, you know, drawing some lines between the things that are there and attaching them with some kind of fucking narrative. Like, some kind of motivation. Like, I almost recommend playing it. Because it is just weird. It's such a weirdly fascinating experience. I don't want the fucking help file. Hey. That's too much eyeshadow, bro. You know, it's supposed to be a suggestion to look at the eyes, not like a fucking insistence. I fucking love that shit. American laser games.
Stranger, you think you're tough enough to take on Mad Dog? Prove it to me. That man is the scourge of the territory. Why, to beat Mad Dog to the...
So part of Goldberg's appeal was, you know, especially initially, fairly circumstantial. Like, it was a little bit like Stone Cold in, like, WWE, where, like, or, you know, WWF back then, where there's a lot of the goofier elements of bullshit in pro wrestling, and then along comes this guy who's not goofy. You know, like, Stone Cold could be funny, but he was like, when Stone Cold came out, it was serious. Goldberg's whole thing was he was just like, you know, a little bit like Shibata in New Japan. Like, he was just a shooter. He wasn't out here to fucking do taunts and shenanigans. And the fact that he was so almost entirely, like, untrained just sort of made it better because it added this weird element of realism to, like, everything he did. And when the fucking, you know, win streak was, like, real and they didn't fuck with it because they were morons, it was simply the most interesting, realistic thing going on in pro wrestling at the time. And, like, he would spear a cunt and, you know, this isn't like Edge. Like, Edge should never have had the spear as a finisher. That was just Gumby. Edge spearing you is just a guy tackling you and, you know, so what? Goldberg spearing you was like a fucking man horse running into you at speed and just legit tackling you. And that's all he needed. Like, you know, when you saw him, like, you can just go watch some spear. Like, he fucking nails dudes. And look, in the broader content, you know, thing of pro wrestling, yeah, you can't be like a barely trained maniac because you'll cripple people, and you know that did end up happening. But in terms of like what made him fucking like big, was he would come in, fuck cunts up in like a couple of seconds, and leave, and there was no piss farting around. There was no weird Gumby fucking plot. There was nothing else. He was just the sudden injection of something very legit at a time that sort of needed it. And, yeah, I mean, honestly, it'd still work in a lot of contexts. It's just, you know, a lot of the people involved in running major wrestling, you know, organizations are fucking stupid and have made it look difficult for, like, the past, you know, 25 years. I mean, if you go over a lot of the people who've been, like, massively popular over the years, there's not a lot fucking to them, you know. I'm not talking fucking deep movesets and shit. I mean, even Austin after his neck, but I mean, here was an excuse.
You'll have to take on Renegade Indian. Bandido.
Okay, I'm not fighting these guys.
And Mad Dog's sleazy crew. You think you can beat that crazy killer to the Spanish treasure? He's ready to dynamite the whole of Superstition.
Okay. I like that you can just skip this motherfucker.
Hang on, stranger, and welcome aboard.
Howdy, Father Pixels.
A little target practice here to get you started.
I can barely see shit.
See, can you hit that dynamite?
What dynamite?
You blew that one. Shoot that skull. That's strong medicine. Good shot. Put a bullet in that sign. Ah, you missed it. Whoa! Looks like that prospector ran into a porcupine, one with feathers.
Legit couldn't see a fucking thing. Shoot that dynamite. Was it on the pole? Like, I think it was on the pole. Generally, if you want to play any of these old laser games, and look, there is a kind of camp quality to them. Like, I have all of them, and they are, you know, they're fun. You really want to play, like, the ones that are, like, fucking, you know, you want to play the arcade one, really. It can be a little fidgety. I haven't looked into, like, setting up, like, Singe or Daphne in a while. It was kind of annoying when I did it. But, I mean, you know. There's this... It's kind of weird which ones got ported, too, because the Mad Dogs got ported everywhere. I mean, the Space one didn't seem to get any ports. Not Who Shot Johnny Rock, or maybe Who Shot Johnny Rock. The Mafia one actually has some other elements of gameplay, which kind of makes it interesting. The drug, you know, the police ones. Yeah, no, that's the insane thing. Is like the Mad Dog games were arcade games when I was like a child. You know, like I remember playing like Mad Dog at the cinema when I was, you know, having to hold the big blue gun kind of with both fucking hands. And then, you know, not only is it still getting fucking, it got, you know, ported to the fucking Wii, so I'm there looking at like Wii Mad Dog. But like, you know, when I was trying to like fucking, you know, get the thing running on my arcade cabinet, it's like the fucking video files are still under copyright, and it's like, why? Like it must still. I mean, I bet it sold for the Wii. Like that's the sad reality. I don't know. Like I'm kind of on the edge with the Mad Dogs on DOS because they're just not good versions of it. I can't remember if I've got a good version of it anywhere in here, or I mean, the Wii version will have at least, you know, fucking visuals you can see. I wonder if the CDI's got one. I can't remember. I mean, it might do, but I gotta check on my CDI collection. I think it's missing a bunch of shit. I know the Sega CD has one and it's fucking terrible. I can't remember if the Jaguar CD has one. No, it doesn't look like it. 3DO? There we go. Yeah, look at that. It's still pixely, but you could at least, you know, you can at least make it out. I've never tried to get, like, the Panasonic's fucking, oh. I really thought it would have been on a lot of these earlier fucking CD systems. Let's just play some Marvel superheroes. God, that's tempting. I wonder if they have Children of the Atom on this fucker. Oh, they do. That, like, the fact that, like, you know, the X-Men show was on TV and then X-Men Children of the Atom was out, like, that just cemented that as the X-Men reality for me. Like, I will go to my grave with lines, like, just Cyclops going, Optic Blast, just in my fucking head. Like, forever. Can't get them out. Like, I am never in a million years gonna fucking... You know, that and, like, all the Sentinel lines. I love that shit. Yeah, I don't need the fucking DOS versions of this. They're just not good. Neutralize. Rocket punch. Just say that shit and then hit my brother. X. Yeah, like if Ken Shamrock had been booked like Goldberg, that would have been amazing. Because he fucking could have carried that. There was a 3DS version of the first Mad Dog? That is fucking insane. That's some kind of packed man. I kind of want to see the 3DS version of that now. I don't have a 3DS full set, though, so it won't be in there. I should get one now, because I've got, like, the touchscreen here that's got your chat on it, and I've got the screen there, so I can actually have, like, you know, a 3DS. I can't have a DS, because the weird subhuman who codes that doesn't seem to see the importance of being able to have the emulator put the screens out on different screens. That feature's just not there. The dual screen emulator doesn't dual screen. This is what I mean when I say that, like, if you make me Patreon rich and I finally fix these problems, a lot of these people are just going to get shook by the head. Just not even the neck, you know, not even the neck. Just the head, and I'm going to shake it like I'm making a cocktail, and I can shake a fucking goddamn beverage. Bowery Crew used to make me do New York flips as a fucking, you know, fitness test. Alright, how's I doing? Slowing this the fuck down. And then he's horny Pac-Man. That is a very creative interpretation of what's going on here. I'm probably better than the Atari. Pure did not have controls. Oh, you know, maybe it's going too slow, but I don't think it is. Alright, maybe it is. Let's put a bit of juice in this puppy. Ooh, 286. Dare I? Oh no, see, that's just madness. No, I just can't steer my little bugger. Yeah, you can do the Wii U as well. And again, I remember when Simu came out, and I was like, oh wow, I can emulate Wii U games. I'm like, I made the joke on Twitter that there was just like, they finally beat piracy by just not really having any games worth pirating. Which is a shame, because like I feel like the tech was really interesting, and there were a few things on it I did fucking love that I can't enjoy in any other way. You know, like when we worked out what the multiplayer for Zombie U was, that was tons of fun around the house. Because like, you had people who weren't very good at like, first-person shooters or action-style games, but they liked, fucking your construction games. And so the multiplayer on that was someone played a construction game where they had to do like a real-time strategy of creating zombies, and meanwhile you were the first-person guy running around dealing with their zombies. And that was tons of fun, and I don't think, I've never seen anything else do that. Same as even just the fucking tag game they had. Like, we played that for like days. Oh, fuck, now look what I've done. Yeah. No, I don't want to play you little fucking goddamn Pac-Man. Alright, I wanted to look at the pictures. That's what I wanted to look at. That is better than the Atari Pac-Man art. By leaps and fucking bounds. That's hardcore. That's badass. Look at that. I think I have the Atari Pac-Man art here somewhere, actually. Where are we? It's Junior Pac-Man. I don't want that. Huh. That's not the box art I remember. What was it that had the weird box art? Oh, guess I'll never know. Mad Mix 2. Shithouse Boogaloo. But we're getting rid of Mad Mix 1. It's just like a big... The frustrating thing is like, you know what would be really good? If you could connect the fucking Wii U pad to, like, a PC. And I've looked into it. I haven't found anything that can do it in any way, shape, or form moderately reliably. And it's a shame, because again, that would be really, 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 really useful for a lot of things. Like, if the fucking Wii can do it, surely there's a system by which a PC could fucking manage that. You know? It's why I like a lot of these things. Like, there's a... Like, it's still a bit malnourished at the moment, but there's basically a homemade program called Lichtnara. It's German. That lets you use the 4 LED point, the really accurate light gun system, with Wiimotes. And I really, really, really want that to mature, because there are fucking... the planet is littered with these fucking things. And I would like... There's so much you can do with them that's actually really fucking cool. And I'd like to see more of that function, added to the sort of PC sector. And I feel the same way with like the fucking the touchscreen pad. Like that was, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, the Pac-Man ghosts were like, it was Inky, Winky, Stinky, and Clod, or something. And yeah, there's meant to be a backstory for him. I don't know about Mad Mix, the Mad Men, or whatever. Oh wow, I can move this one. My god. You cannot stop me. I have the end pass. Fuck happened? Did that kill me? Stop it. I mean, look, I don't want to play it, but for whenever the fuck that came out, I'm sure that would have been fun to play in Brazil. You know, 1990. Yeah, that's not awful for 1990. I just don't want it. Oh, there's like a really, really, really weird amount of like pack lore because they turned him into an actual talking character. Mad news. Why has the lady on the boat got massive jugs? Oh god. Schlagensiegen? I will have to fiddle with the performance though, so I'm not sitting on fucking whatever the fuck. 286. Hopefully auto will still keep it going. It's gonna be in the... Yeah, like, it's so funny that the German porn game I found is also a serious hospital sim. You know? I don't know why this has a Christmas theme. Sound business practices. Ah, pornography. Okay. Alright. Look, let's just... Can we skip this? I don't fucking... I thought this might have been like an educational title or something. Maybe it still is. I don't... Okay, I'm Steve apparently. I think you should probably let her out. Ass Buster? How do I get him to fucking walk? I gotta have it once, I'm clicking and then nothing happens. Okay, I gotta click on like, I don't know, something that he can interact with maybe? Photo? Okay, I think I'm running like a fucking newspaper from a boat. Mad Magazine, maybe? I'm running like a fucking... I mean, There are tits! Porno Gazette? Alright, going back for that. It is. The fuck is with Germany? The fuck is wrong with you? Why are you like this? Is it genetic? Is it cultural? Is it some dark symphony of the two? There are tits. Gross and scandal. Okay. So there was a scandal. Okay. It was Christmas, and he's meant to be just putting the Christmas videos on, and rather than putting on Santa Claus, he puts on, like, fucking R-tits, D-tits. See, this is how they filter out the non-Germans, you know? They make you sit here and just, like, you know, you think it's about business practices, and like, there's just zero reason to have actual tits in this fucking thing, you know? Like, just zero. Okay, so he was just watching his own tits, and then, you know... This feels like an unmade Adam Sandler movie from the period. Slowly, this series is making me hate Germany, love Korea, and just sort of look upon Brazil like the younger brother that is a complete fucking screw up, but occasionally pulls something off. I bet this isn't remotely mad. I bet they'd blame the Dutch for the porn. That's not us, that's the Dutch. Alright, I don't know enough, so, you know. I'm not allowed to run over. Or I am allowed, but I don't get, like... I mean, look, this isn't... that's not mad. That's the very opposite of mad. That's just incredibly... That's a man doing his job very well, is what that is. There's a manual. What fucking for? God, I hope it's like a fucking... just really long... backstory for the mad painter. I don't like that it's taking this long to load. It shouldn't be doing that. The problem is... SSDs big enough to, like, take my fucking ROM collection are still very expensive. Mother of God, what the fuck? I don't care anymore. I don't care. This is not interesting to me. Just... Does very good painter not sell? Is that the problem? Oh. Fingers crossed. Come on. Look at that. Fuck yeah. Okay. Badass dude, lady who's probably gonna die, pair of battle nitwits, me, some stupid little fairy things. Fuck yes. Come on. Alright. This could be good and there could be tits. Why are you talking in umlaut? Come on. I mean, that's a good start. It means it might be in, like, you know, a language. Queensoft sounds like a porn game company. Opening, hell yeah. Do I get an anime cutscene? Shit. Don't be so much in English and then not in English when it counts. I'd rather a menu in fucking foreign and then the game in English. I'm nearly 100% certain this strategy hentai. Hey, rupees! Damn it, fuck you. Stop being in Japanese. Hell yeah. It's like a night for some future shit in there, I don't fucking know. I bet that guy can fly. No, I don't teach. I wasn't sleeping very well at all when I was doing my prac, so I took time off. And then I started doing this, and I'm one of those people that can be comfortable doing damn near anything. Fuck yeah. I mean, look at this shit. Look at the effort that they went into for a hentai game. There's artistry. I wouldn't even know it's a hentai game at this point, you know? That's what you gotta do. You gotta get, you know, the other parts of the fucking titty shit working as well as the titty shit, and then you've got something. I mean, yeah, this does scream PC 98. Oh, fuck yeah. Alright, great. It's in English. Alright, don't know if I can open that. Huh, that's interesting. The mouse just works in a way that's terrible. Where are we? Okay. Am I missing a fucking open door button somewhere? Oh, come on! Why is there not a fucking... Means there probably is a fucking open door button, I just don't know what the fuck it is. Why am I called MASH? Where's this guy's house? Oh, yo! Apparently nobody. Manga entertainment, baby. The goodness. I don't think I'm allowed to talk to these, like, fucking schlubs. I'm so... I thought I was going to be able to go in there. Because this works, you know? Like, it's simple, but, like... If I could figure out what the fuck... Okay, great. If I could figure out what the fuck the controls are... Okay, good. So there's just some doors I'm not allowed to go in. Okay, so we've nutted that out. Hello! Why am I called MASH? Okay. Alright. Gorgus! Why did I survive? Because you're at my place. Alright, yeah. Where's my half-wit fucking, you know, high-energy dingbat anime girl fucking sidekick? Because I know she's around here somewhere. Yeah, I figured that part out. I mean, this works smoother than any PC 98 game. I could not scroll like this. I mean, you gotta let me in more places. Okay. Well, see, to me, that just says go to the castle ruins. This is a pretty big town. Alright, can't go in there either. Can't talk to that old man. Can't talk to fucking... like, all these other people look like they're from, like, a slightly... Okay. I'm guessing that was my house and I just had a nap. I need to see something, like, not even titty. I just, like, look, let me have, like, a fight. Let a thing occur. Alright, okay. I bet the box came with a map. And a pinup of some high-energy dingbat. Christ, come on. I don't know if I have an attack. That's the problem. Like, so far, everything feels like I just walk into it. I feel like it might, you know, be just a turn-based if I ever fucking stumble upon, like, an enemy. I don't even... Escape do. That doesn't do anything. Okay, so F1 is like... Alright, so I do have equipment. That's good. Okay. Use item system. Save, load, message speed, game exit. Okay. So with a bit, see, the problem with having a map yourself and why I don't like doing it is you literally have to go through pushing every button. If there's not like a manual that tells you or some kind of FAQ that tells you what it is, and like manually fucking, you know, doing it, which is just kind of a cunt. Alright, why can I not go up that? What is that about? Is that just a wall decoration? Because I could swear those are supposed to be stairs, you know, but it doesn't appear to be registering as stairs. Maybe it's a pillar. That's probably what it is. It's probably a pillar. Okay. God damn it. It's like partially translated. Eat shit, slime. See, this is the thing. Dragon's Quest, cute iconic slime, massively popular. Mad Paradox, creepy, realistic, threatening slime, nobody's heard of it. Okay, so that's... Okay, I don't have magic. So that's use magic. That's use an item. This would be like run away, so I don't want to click that yet. Dodge. Alright. You know? The enemies are on screen. I like that. I really do prefer that to... Oh, what the fuck? You know, I prefer that to, like, the fucking, just shit popping up on you. Like, I do love the physically present enemies on screen, and if you walk into their back, you get, like, a fucking advantage and shit like that. It's a shame there's no fucking, you know, manual. I'd like a manual. I feel like I need a map. Hell yeah! They bury the lead here. That's a lot. I was not expecting that much. Look at that. You wouldn't even know. You'd be playing the game for like an hour, and then you'd just be like, what the shit? Ah, god damn it. There she is, too. Look at that. Probably not getting any penetration, but look. I mean, I don't know, though. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on down there in the bottom one. I don't know if it might be one of those things where it's like, send us $50 and we'll send you the fucking disc that unlocks the fucking hardcore shit. Shit's weird today in the M's. Silmarils. Oh, this was made by that weird French company, Lauren Cells. I don't know. I'm going to play this one and be disappointed, and then play the Amiga one and be like, God damn it. Yeah, I always thought slime's supposed to be the bottom of the pile. Like, because they're just gobs of goo that you can kind of just kick about. Like, if there's 100 of them, that's a problem, but, like, you know. Okay. Okay, well, the alien's not rooting the baby. That's nice. I'm not sure I want to experience any of this. Let's practice. 1. Yeah, do I use the mouse? What do I use? Why? Fuck, why did I push 6? Ah, fuck you. I'm going to the fucking Amiga version because I know that, like, you can, when you check the back and there's actual graphics, it's like, alright. Fucking DOS got, like, shafted. Yeah, there it is. Oh, look at that color. I don't know what the Amiga equivalent to VGA is. Probably didn't have one, it was just Amiga. Oh, it works. Sound seems a bit shit. It is just a moonwalking baby for some reason. There's probably a setting I could push to get, like, fucking better sound. Number of players, 1. Can I not have 1? The backwards baby. Has anyone seen my backwards baby? I don't need, like, the shitty version of that. I have no idea how to get the fucking, you know, Amiga one running, but, like... I definitely don't need that. When was this made? Excellent! Does this have anything to... I don't think this has anything to do with Mad Magazine. I think this is by the same company that did Mad News. One of my favorite things on the old Mad TV show, which I did watch all of because it was on at midnight, was the fucking Anna Nicole. Some of those fucking Anna Nicole bits fucking killed me. I still, every now and then, I'll just say, hang on, Mama's got a diddle. Okay, I can't be running that. Oh, Freeloon England. Program a bunch, what? Anglais. That, like, yeah, that's... My TV channel would just be that. Not towns, 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 towns. Oh, still, Mama's got a diddle. Just. Hey, how would you like to run a network? I don't remember Black Country Singer. Lowered Expectations was like, cause like, you know, this was like, we're talking like season 1 and shit, you know. I mean, I think Anna Nicole was a fair bit later. I mean, it was honestly, it was a solid sketch show. They had like a different version of it later, which was like, a lot of it was animated. And like, some of the little animated bits were okay, but like, I don't know, aside from that, it wasn't very good. Oh, Betty gets a show, okay. Oh, so this is just looping. Oh. Yeah, it's this. What the fuck is this? Why is it like elevator action? Welcome to Mad TV! Okay. New studio. Can finally play You know, you could mod this and play Drop the Dead Donkey. Less tits in that one. I'll see what Mad TV 2 is like, and then I'll make a decision, because if it's in English and it fucking functions, it's not out of the realms of possibility to want to look at a little further. Yeah, fill them all, yeah. But yeah, Lowered Expectations was this bit where it was an ad for like a video dating service, and it, like, you know, it was just, they were obviously just like terrible lunatics. But that was one of my all-time favorites from, the guy who played fucking Anansi in fucking the first season of, American Gods. Where he's just there at, like, just like glaring at the camera and he goes, I am Baduda. And then gets his earlobe, kind of like presses it into his ear a bunch to the point where like it sticks. And it's clearly like a dumb party trick that he actually did. And then he just sort of like slowly takes his hand away and it like stays there. And he goes, how do you like me now? And that is... that has been burnt in there forever as well. the little sting of lowered expectations, and it's just like this kind of sad couple in the distance near one of those like dismal American concrete waterways, and they're both looking out over this depressing fucking view, and one of them reaches out to touch the barbed wire and kind of stings their hand on it. Damn, I think this one's entirely in German, though. They were like, oh, let's not fucking bother. I mean, the frustrating thing is this one, like, look at this. You can tell there's no tits in this one, though. This is too family-friendly looking. There might be a way to run this in English. Oh, there's tits. I was wrong. That's what I get for doubting the Germans. It's just like they put tits in things that aren't horny, and it's just like, you know, you can't just kind of slap them around like that. You know, you can't just glue one boob to a wall and tell me that that's attractive. You know, that's not how it works. I'm gonna delete that. I'll double check if I missed something that says "ang." Lowered expectations. Orlando Jordan, yeah. Orlando something. But yeah, he just hasn't aged. Like, but yeah, he was in Mad TV. Phil Lamar. A few people that are still around. I don't think there's like a fucking English version of this. Alright, so I'll delete that, but I will, for reasons that I can't adequately fucking explain, keep. Well, it's a text adventure. Alright, but that's a tomorrow problem. I mean, look. Can you be that mad when you, at least, you know, you got to see anime titty on the box? I feel like it might have taken me a weirdly long amount of time to get to it. You know, it's so fascinating that they're sort of like, you know, it's not like just there straight away. Because that other fucking porno game that was actually good, it was kind of like, you know, it was fairly clear, you know, early on that it's like, this is an anime titty game. Whereas that one is just like, oh, this is a JRPG. It's pretty good. You know, like that's, again, for its time, that was a pretty good JRPG. Could probably use an interaction button as opposed to just walking into shit. I mean, it might, some fluff text if you touch a door that you're not meant to go through would be nice, like, you know, it's locked or nobody's home, you know, something along those lines. But aside from that, I got into, you know, I wandered around, I found the fucking, you know, dungeon, I walked up, I touched a monster, I fought 2 slimes, and I won. And I was like, alright, that's a foundation, you know, it's all you need, really. Yeah, it was a strange quantity of titty. actually. German titty just doesn't count, though. You know, because they're just weird with it. It's not right. Like, here's a hospital sim. Okay. It's a serious hospital sim with lots of shit you have to do. Okay. Also, titties. Hey, you like the hospital sim? Well, boy. We've got where you run a fucking news organization out of a boat. You know, like the Japanese will be like, look out, you gotta save the girls from the molestro, you know, fucking monsters. And it's like, alright, yeah, that's, you know. Or, you know, fucking, you defeated this woman in Street Fighter. Finger her. There's at least, like, some coherent logic to that. Jones is just, he's taking boobs and just making me worry, you know? Like when you see some kind of fucking art that's not like in any like in any overt way really fucked up, but there's just all these little things that just make you go, hmm. Oh, I'm sure Mad Paradox is tame. Like the thing about, you know, the thing about yeah, open platform. No one can tell you not to fucking make a game for it, you know? I'm always more interested in the old ones, though, you know? Like these days, it's just, you know. These days, the game actually has to be good for it to fucking matter. I'm kind of surprised most don't go back to like the fucking, you know, cutscene JRPG because I feel like it really fits, you know, as opposed to like trying to make it more of an involved video game, like a fucking Metroidvania or an action title of some description. Like, you know, I do really feel like because you know a JRPG is just basically a visual novel with actual gameplay. You know, seems like a fucking easy, you know, easy fucking win. Yeah, one or two of those hentai fighting games is actually not bad, which is moderately impressive. I feel like it's one of those things though where just there are legit like lots of legit like fucking manga artists who just also did like some fucking titty games, you know, titty manga because you know you got to pay the fucking bills, you know. Or it's just like, oh yeah, that was when he was drawing fucking hentai for like you know 6 years. Or if you're Shiro Masamune, you go back to it because again, like you know, characters talking to each other. I mean, the fucking you know turn-based combat's easy. You don't have to like overthink an awful lot. It's just mostly behind the scenes math and drawings, and then there you go. You know, have the fucking big celestial summon be like fucking, you know, the giant titty girl from fucking Dark Souls, who, if memory serves, wasn't actually there, or was somebody else. I can't remember. I think I played Hoonie Pop. Was that one of the ones that, like, fucking we played for a record? I vaguely remember. I don't know. I just, like, I don't, you know, it's that Clash thing to me. I want my hands free when I'm jerking off. Like, the most I want to be doing is, like, clicking a fucking video slider. I don't want to be fucking, you know, different things, different activities. I don't need to be doing both at once. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know, maybe they're out there and I just don't know. I mean, I know there's a bunch on, like, the PC98 was basically like, we can't do gameplay, but damn. We got, like, 14 kinds of pink to play with, so. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what is it, Tuesday? Hopefully getting some recording done. I have to go to the doctor, though, so I gotta get that first. Get into do my usual checkup routine. That's about it. There was one that's like, it's some kind of fucking, you know, you mount it to your desk and it like will jack you off because it's like it's just a fucking pistony thing that they put on like one of those fleshlighty doodads or some shit. And the only like it's that thing where I'm not interested in it as much as I'm interested in the fact that it was surprisingly cheap. You know, like, because I always feel like with any kind of fuckable thing, you can just put a premium on that and people will pay it. You know? Like, it's fascinating seeing stuff get, like, affordable to the common consumer. I don't know, like, maybe with a full tilt fucking VR hookup, that'd be kind of fucking fun. It's just also more effort than I want to go to. Like, I may as well just fucking, you know, actually use, like, the fucking whatever the fuck. eHarmony account or some shit. Yeah. Oh. Like, when, you know, if it could walk and talk and at least, like, you know, it doesn't have to be actually fucking sapient. I don't have to be trying to liberate it like it's a fucking replicant. But, like, you know, if it could walk and talk and, like, you know, at least pass for fucking, you know, sapient. You know, okay. Alright, then you got me. If it looks like one of those weird Disney animatronics they got going in Japan. Alright. See, now, because that's something I can't get, you know? Then there's inherent value. It's like whenever I see these ads for these things and shit, it's always like, oh yeah, it feels completely natural. It's like, fuck that. Give me something unnatural. Something completely fucking insane. We don't have dildos made out of space dragons. I want that. I want the fucking space dragon equivalent. What's that supposed to do to me, you know? Like, the problem is that takes some kind of like, you'd need some kind of fucking technology involved, you know? You need, like, fucking motors and actuators and all this other shit, and it's just like, you know. Then you're spending a couple of grand on some weird fucking dick vice. I don't know, like, yeah, but Bad Dragon's just like, yeah, it's a dragon, and it's like, okay, but, like, in what fucking way? You know? Like, different shaped dicks make sense. Like, it needs to be able to, like, move, you know? Like, it needs to do stuff. It can't just be, it can't be passive, I think, is kind of the issue at work here. Yeah, but, like, again, what's an alien pussy? What's it do? You know? It's got some nodules inside, and it's like, you really, I just don't think you're gonna fucking, you know, I mean, maybe. I don't, I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. Okay. So, I should be recording today. Hopefully get, like, a fucking redo the goddamn podcast, because that fucked up. So that should be getting sorted and getting more stuff done. You know, remember that whatever the fuck, the links for these subscriber Saturdays are in the Discord section, so if you miss any of those, you can catch up. If you are desperate for a live one, but exist in some weird time, space slipstream, you can petition to have them, you know, done on a different time of day, or, you know, you can maybe suggest a game or something like that. Alright, that sounds about it. So remember to make the number go up. And watch my show, or I will bash your fucking kids.